El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele has become the first Latin American leader to secure a White House in white under the new administration. A man who identifies as quote-unquote the coolest dictator. Bukele's close friendship with Donald Trump has made headlines after a joint question-answer session with the media. On Monday, camaraderie and friendship between the two leaders was on full display as both spoke in unison over deportation matters. Now, the American president has said that he's in fact mulling over a decision to deport U.S. citizens who are criminals to El Salvador.
We also have homegrown criminals that push people into subways, that hit elderly ladies on the back of the head with a baseball bat when they're not looking, that are absolute monsters. I'd like to include them in the group of people to get them out of the country, but you'll have to be looking at the laws on that, Steve, okay?
But the visit was marred with protests as many in fact gathered outside of the White House urging the administration to bring back a Salvadoran man who was mistakenly deported. The family of Kilmar Abrega Garcia held a vigil with faith leaders calling for his return to the United States. However, El Salvador's president himself has refused to send the deported individual back to the States. This on the grounds that El Salvador has no right and it is now up to the U.S. administration to make that decision. The Salvadorans have mixed reactions to their leader's U.S. visit, but a substantial number of people view this as some kind of a positive step.
Based on the way Donald Trump is dealing with other countries, it seems like he's pushing them further away, but with El Salvador, he's bringing it closer. So for El Salvador, Bukele's visit to the United States will be highly beneficial.
Look, the only bad thing Washington is doing is sending people here just because they have tattoos. And because of that, they're being sent to the detention center. I think this is wrong because they don't investigate them properly before sending them back to their home country. There are many people being sent here just for the sake of sending them.
I think this visit was for a good reason, maybe to negotiate lower tariffs, not everything but at least half, because President Nayib Bukele is helping U.S. President Donald Trump deal with the gang members from the United States.
When Donald Trump assumed the presidency in January and signed an executive order to begin mass deportations, El Salvador received the first flight and has been the only country to enthusiastically accept Trump's plan of action on illegal immigrants. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.